Solana. Solana is on the verge of overcoming two major hurdles right now. The first has to do with Solana's very own infrastructure, and the second is the hurdle that really all chains face: how to get the normies on board, how to bring the crypto masses in. Well, let's dive into these insane developments that have happened on Solana recently. And first, let's talk about ZK compression. Stick with me. I know it's a lot, but it's important, okay? You know what the problem is with the blockchain that processes an insane amount of transactions per second like Solana does? Well, it's the amount of data on its chain balloons super fast. The Solana blockchain is a monstrosity. It's a beast. Even though it's existed only 4 years compared to Bitcoin's 15 years, Solana is already storing 1,000 times more data, hundreds of terabytes already. That's crazy. Storing all that data in a decentralized way is very tricky, if not impossible. And with the upcoming Fire Dancer upgrade, which will take the transactions per second to crazy numbers, could do another 10, 20x, even up to 1 million transactions per second. Okay, and you can't say Solana is not ambitious, right? It essentially wants to be able to settle everything that happens on the internet, basically, on the Solana blockchain instantly. But that's a lot of data, okay? Now, its new technology called ZK compression will alleviate this issue. ZK what, Lark? ZK compression. This is a new primitive built on Solana that enables developers to build applications at scale. ZK stands for zero knowledge. With a zero knowledge proof, I can prove to you that I have certain data without revealing the data itself. Now, this is huge, of course, for privacy. Imagine that I can prove that I am the legitimate owner of a valid passport without actually showing you my passport. Pretty cool, right? Also, ZK technology saves data storage space. So in the passport example, the proof I show to the guy, the customs agent at the border, it doesn't need to contain the entirety of the passport. We don't need to copy every single page of the passport. Just need to show that, yes, I'm allowed in or not. Okay, that's pretty gosh darn cool, right? Another example, imagine you have a notebook with a list of 100 transactions. So instead of showing the entire notebook to prove that you have the transactions, you just create a summary, the zero knowledge proof that others can use to verify your notebook's transaction authenticity without actually needing to see every single detail. Now, Solana has taken a big step here by launching zero knowledge compression. Announced on June 21st, zero knowledge compression, ZK compression, will drastically reduce costs for the Solana blockchain and improve scalability for developers. The benefits are, first of all, reduced storage needs. Storing less data on the blockchain reduces costs massively and increases efficiency dramatically. Second, you'll get faster transactions. I know Solana is already super fast, but it's going to get faster still because there's going to be less data to handle those transactions, thus allowing transactions to be processed more quickly. And third, you'll maintain more privacy. Zero knowledge proofs ensure that data can be verified without revealing sensitive information. Now, before we go on to the second very exciting tech upgrade coming to Solana, let's look at some info here on data compression. So as you can see from the data shared by Solana, compressed accounts are orders of magnitude cheaper compared to the current account setup. Now, what does state costs here mean? Well, state costs on Solana refer to the expenses associated with storing and maintaining state data on the blockchain. The cost reduction is especially huge for token accounts. So token accounts are those just regular Solana accounts, whereas a program-derived address or PDA address is a type of account that exists on the Solana blockchain that is owned by a program rather than by a specific user or a specific account. Now, the importance of this ZK compression technology is pretty damn big. The impact on adoption could be absolutely massive. Now, according to Austin Federa from Solana, compression solves a major obstacle for applications that strive for mainstream adoption. The same has been said about Ethereum layer 2s, by the way. Now, how does ZK compression compare to layer 2s on Ethereum. Well, this issue has triggered a pretty big debate amongst the nerdy tech experts out there. Some see similarities with layer 2 solutions on Ethereum. Anatoly Yakovenko, the co-founder of Solana, he disagrees. He says it is a solution akin to a layer 2, but without the usual drawbacks of a layer 2 like bridges or external sequencers. It thus allows Solana validators to be able to capture all transaction fees. So basically, Solana is getting layer 2 scaling without getting a layer 2. Justin Bonds frames it like this: ZK compression clearly puts Sol way ahead of ETH in terms of real layer 1 scalability, solving one of Solana's biggest existential problems, the ballooning of historic state or old transactions. All the upsides of a roll-up without any of the downsides. Pretty cool. No bridging, no multi-signatures, no sequencers, no fragmentation. While ZK compression, of course, happens under the hood, there is a different innovation on Solana, which is just as massive, which is why we're putting in the same video, which couldn't really be more visible. It's right in your face, and that's called Blinks. But before I talk about Blinks, and this is massive, by the way, let me take a real quick moment to tell you about the Wealth Mastery newsletter. So you can join 135,000 plus weekly readers for free, and you can start getting all of the latest straight to your inbox on altcoins, meme coins, DeFi, Bitcoin, and much, much more. Solana updates like this and all kinds of cool stuff. Look, I get it. Life's busy, okay? Wife, kids, dog, job. Gets real crazy real fast, but you still want to stay ahead of the curve in the crypto market without spending all your time? This newsletter is for you. Link in the description or the pinned post on X where you can join us and our 135,000 weekly readers who love it for free. And I'm sure you'll love it too. Check it out. Okay, back to Blinks. Blinks stands for Blockchain Links. It is a new feature on Solana. It went live just 10 days ago and allows users, well, maybe about 2 weeks by the time you see this video. Anyway, allows users to embed blockchain links directly into platforms like X, later coming to Discord, later coming to Reddit, and many more in the future. Now, these blockchain links are just URLs, okay? What's special about them is that they can be read by the X app. Here's what Solana has to say. Anywhere on the internet, read that as a promise. It's not possible yet, but anywhere on the internet is what they say. You'll be able to use Blinks. Currently, these Blinks enable frictionless interaction with Solana wallets on your X feed, allowing actions like buying or swapping tokens or minting NFTs without having to leave X, just directly in the app, which is pretty damn cool. It saves the user the hassle of traditional online purchases, of course, which require multiple steps and redirects and all kinds of craziness. It's going to make it way more streamlined. Of course, users of Blinks need a Solana wallet. Okay, so if you want to go and get a Phantom wallet, you can go and read or watch our tutorial video on that. Go look Lark Davis Phantom wallet tutorial. Anyway, word of caution here before we continue. Blinks is still an experimental technology, so use it in a way that you would any other experimental stuff, okay? Use wallets with a very limited amount of funds, right? Just put $50 on there or something. So if you lose it, it's not going to be too bad, right? Blinks are currently being integrated into X, provided you use Solana wallets, Backpack, or Phantom. First, you're going to have to turn on the actions option in your Phantom or Backpack wallet. In this example, the Phantom wallet Chrome extension. I didn't actually see the option yet in my my mobile Phantom wallet, by the way. Anyway, go to settings, then click on experimental features. Next, you want to turn on actions. Actions and Blinks on Solana work together, where actions are like sort of the overarching tech that makes stuff like Blinks possible. You have now allowed wallet integration with X. So, for example, allowing a swap URL in your X feed, this URL will transform into an interface that can be used by anyone on the feed. Of course, they only use their own wallets, right? Anyway, in the below example, I went to the Jupiter DEX and I prepared to do a quick swap. This intended swap in the example, Solana to USDC. So you'll get a link here. This link you can then paste into a post on X, which will give you the following outcome on your timeline. Now, this looks like an image, but it's interactive. It's like a widget that can be used by you or anyone actually who has access to your post on X. So they can then enter an amount and then go swap or buy. Of course, they need to have the Phantom browser extension included in order to be able to do that. Otherwise, you can't. But anyway, you've already done that, right? So what can users do with Blinks functionality? Well, here are some examples. So buying tokens, as I just showed you, you can go out and buy tokens by copying a swap URL and posting it over on X, where followers can then interact and then complete the purchase without actually leaving the platform. So that's thumbs up, man. That's cool. Second, you can do NFT transactions. So you can mint and buy NFTs directly from social media posts, which great, makes it super easy for people selling NFTs. Just a few wallet prompts to approve the transactions seamlessly, of course, all integrated, and off you go. You got your NFT. Imagine minting an NFT and not even having to leave your timeline. This is a game changer potentially for artists selling NFTs. Look, I guess it depends a bit. You probably won't mint an expensive Beeple NFT this way, but a concert ticket, sure. A $10 NFT, sure. Blinks also supports referral links, so you can earn fees from transactions made through people's links. There's also governance voting, so you can vote on governance proposals directly through Blinks if that's something that floats your boat. I guess part of a future update, apparently. Anyway, while functional, Blinks, of course, is still in beta, and there are lots of areas for improvement, of course, such as better clarity on transactions and broader wallet support, all that kind of stuff. Again, use it with caution. This is beta tech, okay? You're a pioneer for trying it out. And use wallets with low amounts of funds just to be extra safe. Okay. Now, some people have already started making the comparison of this to Farcaster frames, which is way better because it's on X. By the way, the Blinks feature did remind me quite a bit of, that Farcaster sort of frames thing. And, these frames, if you haven't used Farcaster, they basically allow for interactions with other apps in the Farcaster timeline and allow for the selling of NFTs and stuff like that. So like Blinks, frames are embedded, except that's on Farcaster, which not that many people use, versus X, which has like 200, 300, 400 million users, something like that. Anyway, you've got interactive buttons and enable users to respond, all that kind of stuff. And frames makes it easy to do things again, like minting NFTs and subscribing to newsletters. Go subscribe to my newsletter. We don't have a link for it, but check it out anyway. Look, guys, this is all very promising for Solana. I'm super excited about it. And it seems to be coming just, Solana, bullish news after bullish news all the time in recent days. It's pretty crazy. And adoption is crucial for industry to grow. And Blinks is a big step towards really just integrating blockchain technology so that it's just everywhere all the time. And it's just in your everyday digital life. Finance is everywhere online. This is the new layer of finance on the internet. That's what crypto is about. Mass adoption is coming. And a precondition, of course, remains storage capacity, low cost, and transaction volume, which is being solved right now by Solana. And fortunately, as we see, ZK compression, it's here, it's happening, it's pretty cool. Solana is working on this stuff. And I haven't even mentioned developments that are coming. Okay, I mentioned it a little bit, but not really. Stuff like Fire Dancer, which is going to be like 1 million transactions per second. It's absolutely insanity. And that does deserve a whole different video of itself. And we will be doing a video on that in not so distant future. So watch out for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.